So welcome to day 4 of 40 Days of Habit, baby steps to make or break a habit. And today is all about tracking. So there are some automatic trackers, like I have my Fitbit here, which automatically tracks my steps and also tracks my sleep patterns as well. And automatic trackers can be great because we don't have to remember to track it. So it kind of happens automatically, and then it builds up a picture over time that you can look back on and notice the patterns, notice the progress, and keep yourself honest as well. But manual trackers can also be really helpful because there's something about manually tracking something that makes us notice it more deliberately. It almost reinforces the habit. So I think there's an old saying that says that what gets measured gets managed. So manual trackers can be something as simple as a good old sticker chart. So this is one of the things that my kids use. We used to use it when they were little, but actually they've started using it on the calendar for tracking their habits over Lent. Equally, you can just use a calendar, maybe put a line through each day when you achieve your goal, your target, so that you can see the days building up. And there's something about when we build up that streak, we don't want to break the chain, and that can be really powerful. It almost builds up like a cumulative sense of motivation around that habit. Keeping a record, so whether that's a journal or a photo diary or even a video diary. So a friend of mine, I noticed on Facebook, she started posting little recordings of her singing lessons. So she'd started singing, and even just over a matter of days, the difference in the recordings, the difference in the quality of her voice, she could notice it, and she could also share that with other people as well. And that was incredibly powerful to notice, because sometimes you just don't notice the progress when you're in the moment. You don't notice it until you can look back on something. And that's what tracking does. It helps us to keep us on track, to keep that motivation going, but it also helps us to be able to look back on that journey and to see the progress and notice how far we've come. There are some habit tracking apps as well. So a couple of examples are Streaks, which a colleague of mine did a review of, so I'll post a link to that in the comments. Streaks is great because you can track multiple habits, and you can just record like the days when you do achieve your target, your goal. And that way you start to see the number build up. How many streaks have you got? How many days have you got in your streak? And you don't want to break the streak. There are also some gamified apps around habit tracking. So Habitica is one of them. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. That one you earn rewards and points, and you can level up when you complete your goals as well. Forest is a great one for if you're working on screen limits. So if one of your goals or one of the things you're giving up is screen time, or even if it's just a small amount of screen time, so like I want to have half an hour of screen-free time, or I want to spend the evenings not on my screen, what you can do is use Forest on your phone to actually just almost lock your phone. So you set the time that you want to choose, whether that's 25 minutes or whether that's 2 hours, and in that time, if you leave your phone alone, it will plant a tree on the screen. If you disturb it and you cancel it or you go onto another app instead, then the tree dies. At the end of the day, or at the end of the week, you can even look back on all the trees you've grown or killed and see that cumulative progress. So again, a little bit of gamification makes it a bit more fun, but also it helps you to track your progress. So what do you use? Is there something you use already to track your habits? Or is there something you think you might try and use? Let me know what you decide or what you already use. Share some of the tactics or the tools that you use. And I will see you again soon on day 5, which will be a live review. So see you then.